Police still haven't corrected the facts that I wasn't suicidal. I've never ever been suicidal. I've never threatened it. And I'm sick and tired of being told to go along with something to help somebody else because someone like Giovanni's made a false statement to police. So he used to take time off work behind my back to fuel his sexual needs of getting fisted and smoking crystal meth behind my back because he knows I don't accept it. And what he used to do, he used to go to my doctors even, say that I was depressed and suicidal. So they've got all these, for years, they've got me down as being suicidal. But it's like, isn't that funny? Apparently I've only ever been suicidal since 2009. I wasn't before that. So it's since Giovanni was doing the scam. And on the 19th of December 2015, I wasn't suicidal. They refused to correct those lies about me. Then it was around the end of February, I think it was. Brett Aikenhead, he kept calling me going, he wanted me to come round because he had no one. I'm like, no, I won't. So then he calls, you know who called the police? It was either Giovanni or Brett. But apparently Giovanni said, Brett called me and said that you were going to kill yourself and use a lethal dose of cocaine or some shit like this. I'm like, you and Brett are bum and chum. So Brett Aikenhead, nothing to do with me. But Giovanni kept messaging him. I guess Giovanni thought, oh, he's a nice user. I'm going to try and be friends with Brett. Giovanni's my ex-partner and Brett's the guy that I just used as a free prostitute, nothing more. And for 10 years I've had both of them cause trouble and police are listening to these lies and they're going, yeah, but just because they say that's when I'm suicidal. So it was about February, March in 2016. And they just kept trying to discredit me the whole time. And so I'm going out to meet a booty call, right? To have just a one-night stand sex with a complete stranger in Stanmore that I don't know. I told this to Brett, hearing Giovanni, it says this bullshit fake story. I'm all dressed up, covered in cologne, please turn up my door with Giovanni. And I'm too vanilla back then. Now I'll just be crude, I don't care. Didn't want to say that I'm going for a one-night stand to have sex. So Giovanni calls me into the kitchen and he says, oh, because of you, I've made a false statement to police. I'm like, what do you mean because of me? He goes, well, it was Brett. You're the person that dragged Brett. I'm like, wait a minute, Giovanni. I told Brett I can have the fuck off in October 2015. You keep contacting him. This has nothing to do with me. I'm sick of it. For 10 years, I've got a group of people that's nothing to do with me harassing me. And I'm getting blamed for it. So excuse me, I had sex with a guy that's a complete stranger. That's it. Sex with a guy that is a complete stranger and that guy stalked me. I brought my dog from him and he stalked me. Police should have arrested him, but police have got no balls in Australia. Police won't arrest an abo. Will you? Will you, police? New South Wales Police, will you go and arrest an Aboriginal? Because you've got no balls to do it. Too afraid that you're going to be accused of being a racist. So you won't go and arrest abos. And that's the fact. That is the fact. So you had no balls to do your fucking job, police. And you never have balls to do your fucking job because you won't touch the Aboriginal community. And that's the fact. Go and start arresting some fucking abos for once. I'm sick of it. So in 2016, both of those assholes created this lie for me. And I just wanted to leave. Police wanted to leave my front door. Giovanni calls me into the kitchen at Rushmore Bay and says, well, because of you, this Brett thing, I'm saying nothing to do with me. And he goes, well, I've lied and made a false statement to police. So can you just say that you and I have been arguing and you said that you should have just jumped? I'm like, okay, fine. I did that, and then they fucking took it as serious. I'm like, are you kidding me? But that's not true. So I'm sick and tired. I won't have Giovanni's back anymore. So police still think the information they have is true. It's not true. It's not true. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to keep fighting. It's not true. I want to see Giovanni in jail for fraud now because I told him in 2016, can you go back and tell the truth? What did you drag me into? Because now I've done a false statement to police. This is just a fucking vicious triangle. And I don't want anything to do with it. I just want my money and assets back, thank you. They've harassed me for 10 years. I don't want anything to do with Giovanni. See ya, fuck off back to Adelaide, mate. And the little Brett thing, I knew of him for less than 6 months. I don't want anything to do with these fucking losers of people. They harassed me in the last 10 years. It's a joke. I don't want nothing to do with my mother's deadbeat family either. I'm getting harassed by some losers in the last 10 years and it's costing me money. Why should I put up with it? Then they turned my green card that I've held since 2014 into therapy and greyhound therapy. I'm like, it's not. I've had a green card since 2014. So you've now committed fraud in America. I've held a permanent resident green card to the US since 2014. And then my mother and my sisters whatever, decides to do some bullshit with some therapy. I'm moving to America as a green card holder, as a permanent resident. Next minute, they're turning it into some therapy. It's like, all right. So you've stretched your scamming from Australia to America. Well done. Well done. Like, Jesus Christ, there is no end to my mother, her and her sisters, and now their daughters. The women teach their daughters to be exactly the same scammers as they are. There's no end to this scam. And while there's an organisation that keeps harassing me, like, there is no end to the fucking scam. I kid you not. None. And unless, because police aren't going to wake up, it's like, excuse me, go and do your job. Sorry, if you let these people break the law into my life like you have for 10 years, then you've got to let me break the law back. Don't harass me because I'm reacting to criminal behaviour towards me. You can't give to them and turn a blind eye that they're breaking the law to me, not let me break the law back and treat them back the same way as I'm getting treated. It's that simple.